All right, so the next thing we're going to add is we're going to add a matrix to our report. So I'm going to show you what the finished product is going to look like. So this is, again, just another visualization we're going to add here. And this is the matrix right here. So it's just sort of what we're showing is the voucher type code and the count of the source create users. So yeah, it's just kind of just a breakdown of some information here in sort of a text format that and it sums at the bottom. So it's just kind of a nice little thing to have on here. So let's go back to our report here. So make some room up here in the corner here, because this is where we're going to want to put this. And I'm going to pause the video here. I want you to find the matrix visualization on the visualizations menu and add a blank one to it. Okay, so the matrix visualization is actually right here next to the text one, or the table one. So this is matrix here. So make sure nothing is selected, otherwise we will turn it into a matrix. So we'll just click that, and there we are. So it just adds it to here. And like I said, we already made some space up here, so let's just move it right away up to where we want it. And resize a bit. Oh, you're gonna hate moving things around by the end. It's what annoys me the most about Power BI. Okay, so we've got it where we want it. So what we want to do is kind of put some information into it. So if we look back at our other one, like, what are we trying to say here? So what we're trying to show is that we want to show the voucher type codes, but we want to show the count of them by the source create user. So what we're going to do is add those to the visualization. So first off, let's add the voucher type code. So with it selected, let's add voucher type code. And that is our row. So this is where we want it. This is sort of the what we want to look at, right? And the next thing we want to add is the source create user, but we want to add it so that it's a value. It's something that's being looked at, right? So we are going to where are we here? Voucher source create user. Let's drag that down to here to values. Just pick it up and pull it down to here. So it puts it there, and you can see it's actually just it's not pulling what we want. It's pulling the first one. So what we want it to do is we want to show it want it to be a count. So we are going to pull this down and select count, and there we go. So now it is it's doing a count of everything. So yeah. So you can see it doesn't quite fit in, so we can resize things within here. So with it selected, you can pull back a little bit on here and make that fit a little better. And likewise, we can do that to the other side over here. Just pull it back a bit so that it fits better into the screen. Slide this a little bit, and yeah, so there we go. So that's the voucher type. There it is for the for everything selected. So so we've got everything selected, and yeah. So this just breaks it down. So we got 1.17 million vouchers, and this is the total of how many are on. So this is cool and all, but wouldn't it be kind of cool to see this as a on like a graph or something? So that is what we're gonna add next. But I just want to show you that when you're working with something like this, you need to have your rows and your values so that it it has some kind of structure to it. So yeah, let's move on to the next video.